Hey guys, I'm Ouroboros. Let's play Persona 3 Reloaded. It is January 11th and today is coming of age day. There's no school. Also, shit's ready at the top of the roof. So, I'm going to talk to people I'm going to talk to just Ken. Maybe people are upstairs. There's still so many things I want to do in life. I don't want to die before I can become an adult. I plan to do everything I can to make sure that doesn't ever happen. Well, we got 20 days, Ken. 20 days till our day of reckoning. Whether or not you believe in the cult is a personal decision. I'd never believe in it myself. When I think of my friendship with Natsuki-chan, I have no need to join the cult. Bond of friendship. Though this may sound cliche, I believe the ability to forge bonds is the most beautiful thing about being human. In the end, the most important things are the bonds we form when we're people. That's right. No matter how much power someone has, nobody can survive alone. I'm struggling with words today. About the cult, I wonder how many people truly believe in it. It seems that much of the public will openly discuss the end of the world without truly understanding the consequences. Yeah, I think I get what you mean. I've noticed something similar too. Like, some people are just gonna go along with it saying things like, I joined the cult because my friend believes in it. I overheard some folks talking the other day too. They said that life was so boring, it wouldn't be so bad if the world ended. In other words, they think of the cult as nothing more than a trend. It helps people fill the emptiness they feel inside. That cult is everywhere, all over the city, even in our school. Everyone's talking about how the world is gonna end as if it's a fact. Yeah, how can they give up so easily? Then again, we can't really expect everyone to think like us. Yes, every human is different and will come to their own conclusions. That's why I believe there are more people out there who won't give up either. Who's the dumbass in charge of that cult? Here we are busting our asses and they go and pull this crap. You can't just blame the cult. The cult exists only because there are people willing to believe in it. Yeah, I guess that's how the world works. Well, that means it's up to us to do something about it. I would agree. I guess I go to the front entrance? Ugh, man, I hear this music and it's devastating. I know I say this a lot, but like, it really emphasizes the fact that the world is just falling apart at the seams and like, I don't know. Could you imagine walking outside on your day off and just seeing this? The other day, my teacher called on me in class. I just ignored him because I don't like him much. Thought he'd get mad at me like he did at that practice, but he just made a sad face. It's not my fault, it's his fault for being so boring. But like, I don't know, you walk outside and you see all of that. I can't really blame people for joining the cult. Like, if everything was as desolate as Tatsumi Port Island is now, I would probably think the world was ending too. And I know there's no way to know what you would do exactly in this scenario. It's hard to imagine not getting sucked up in something like the Nyx cult. It seems to be the thing to do to join that cult thing now. Why isn't anyone trying to stop them from doing such a damn fool thing? We're trying our best, but there's not much we can do at this point. But I think that's probably everybody, yeah. And I mean, it's a clear day outside. Like, the sky is still all nice and blue, but just the color has completely gone away from the world. I am gonna grab some things before I do our daytime activity. I wanna sell my loot and also grab the Tombo Kiri. That is something that we need for an Elizabeth request. So let's go ahead and sell. Oh, I get so much money, that's nice. I'm gonna grab this Tombo Kiri. I'm also gonna grab some good gear for Makoto. If you wanna get the best gear in the game for everybody, you're gonna need a total of 47 rubies. But that's gonna take a long time to farm. I remember in my practice run, I wanted to try and see how long it would take, and it takes a shocking amount of time to farm for all that stuff. Where is this thing? I know it's, yeah, there it is. Okay, it's a weapon for Ken, so I'll grab that. Okay, can't really do much. What's the best gear? Fallen Noble armor? For Makoto, is it under this? Armor of Light? Yeah, I think that's about the best I can do for now. I may do some more farming later. I think I am actually going to do that today, or I guess tonight for me, because it's 9:48 at night, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab this request. Oh, weird that it's sorted. There we go. Got another black model, and it looks like it's just number 100 that's left. Bring me a bloody button. We will absolutely get that. That is for taking on the Reaper. I'm gonna try to do that today. And with that out of the way, we're going to finish up the Moon social link. Hey, let's spend time with him. Really? Yes, really, come on.
Hey, so about last time, let's go to Hagakure.
Okay, the restaurant is filled with the familiar smell of fish.
My younger brother and I were twins, but not the kind that looked the same. He was the better looking one. Everyone called me the uglier Suimitsu. They always compared me to him, and I could never beat him in anything. There was a time when I used to hit him for no reason. But even then, he still treated me like a brother. Then in middle school, we bought steamed buns. And then he died. Food poisoning. They said the meat was undercooked. Just his bun, though. Not mine, but I couldn't even cry. I actually felt relieved. I thought maybe they'll all finally stop laughing at me.
That's awful.
What kind of person feels joy when their own brother dies? I'm a... At first, I tried to be more like him. I went to cram schools and did martial arts and everything. But I could never be as good, and eventually, I started to feel like people were laughing at me. The only time I feel safe is when I'm eating. All that matters is what's in front of me, and everything else melts away. See? That's what the Gourmet King really is. I only eat to run away from my problems, but if I keep this up, I'll never be able to replace my brother. Will I?
You don't need to replace him, just be yourself.
Be myself? Be myself! Is that really how it is? I hear you. You're right. I can never be like my brother. We're two different people. How did I miss something so obvious? I can be pretty dumb sometimes. Thank you. Really, thank you so much.
Suimitsu truly appreciates me. I feel like our relationship is stronger.
I am thou. Thou art I. The bond thou hast nurtured hath finally matured. The innermost power of the Moon Arcana hath been set free. We now bestow upon thee the ultimate form of the moon within thyself.
And with that, we have maxed out the Moon social link. So, I know I have shit on this social link for basically in the entirety of this playthrough. I actually love rank 10 specifically. I think it is such a fantastic moment for him. My problem is that it comes at basically the 11th hour. It's way too late. I think all of the good moments are way too backloaded in his rank, and if rank 10 had been at rank 8 or so, it would have been perfect. But the problem is that you have to wait so long before it gets good that I imagine most people won't finish this link because he's so unlikable. And I know that's part of the moon, like, all of the moons in P3, 4, and 5 are just... they're irritating, especially at the beginning. And that's the whole point of the moon. The moon is supposed to represent the parts about yourself that you hate. But I really, really, really wish they would have... the pacing, they should have fixed the pacing in this rank. And I know they weren't going to change that for Reload, but God, this last rank is so good. We get such good insight into him, and it comes too late. And we can now fuse Sandalphon, the deliverer of prayers.
Oh, I know this is sudden, but I'm relieving you of your duties as the Gourmet King's Royal Guard. You're fired, because you're the new king. All hail Gourmet King II! The restaurants in the strip mall gave this to me because of how often I eat there. I feel like I've been fake all this time. But one day, I will become the true Gourmet King. I think I'll become a food critic. It'll be my job to eat. I'm gonna become a food master. Then when I die and go to the afterlife, I can face my brother. And then I can tell him I was the best at something for once in my life. So until I reclaim my crown, you can hang on to it. I may have lost my title, but someday I'll make my grand return as Gourmet King III. That's my promise to you. And to my little brother. Huh. I've been talking so much about my brother, but I'm okay. My memories didn't make me sad and hungry this time. Oh, wow. I never realized how good the ramen tastes here.
After we finished the bowl, after bowl of ramen, I went back to the dorm. Yeah, I really wish that rank would have happened earlier. It would have made it so much more satisfying. It comes too late for me. Today is coming of age day. I don't want my life to end before I become an adult. So let's keep getting stronger and stronger until the last fight. I cannot just stand back and watch the world end. That's why we're here. Okay, so I definitely need to go to the rooftop and plant some stuff. So I've got these golden tomatoes, right? Maybe it's because I studied how to grow them well, yep. And I'm also just gonna plant the same thing again, golden tomato sprouts, and this can be harvested on January 26th, which means that this will be the last thing that we will plant for this playthrough. I'm gonna head back to the lounge. We're gonna go to Tartarus tonight, and I have briefly touched on this here and there, but there are a few more things that I do want to do in Tartarus. Obviously, we've got the whole, Judgment Day coming. But we do have that request from Elizabeth. We need to defeat the Reaper. And I also have some things in the compendium I need to fill out, because I'm not done with that. So I'm going to take this time to... Oh, I should have gotten a fortune reading. It's fine. I was going to try to get some strong shadows, or I guess the hands, so that it would be easier for me to grind up, but it's not the biggest deal. I will survive. But while I am fighting these random-ass enemies, I'm going to go ahead and get through the rest of the Persona bios, even the ones that we can't fuse yet. It's just going to be easier this way. So, the last Persona that we have is Alilat. Alilat is a goddess originating from the Arabian Peninsula, who the Nabateans worshipped as a mother goddess. So, kind of similar to like Athena / Minerva, but without like all the war aspects. And she's also one of the 3 main gods who were worshipped in Mecca prior to the arrival of Islam. So obviously Mecca is basically the entire holy place of Islam now. That was not always the case. Prior to that, she was very, very, very big there. In-game, Alilat is the ultimate persona of the Empress Arcana. She has an incredibly high magic stat and gets Repel Fire to get rid of one of her weaknesses. She also ends up with Diamond Dust, which Diamond Dust and Inferno, so both those skills. So I would recommend fusing Fire and Ice Amp into her, and it'll be fantastic. You also end up getting Repel Pierce, so you will eventually reflect all physical attacks. So Alilat is good. Again, it's similar to kind of the, what is it called? Saturnus that I have fused right now, where I have 2 amp skills and 2 severe damage skills on it. I think I have Pantaray and Inferno. So yeah, I'd recommend fusing Fire Amp and Ice Amp into it, and you will be good to go on both affinity fronts. Next persona is Asura. So Asura is a figure in a lot of different Asian religions, from Buddhism to Hinduism to Zoroastrianism, and because there's so many different versions of this deity, there's kind of a lot of conflicting info, but it's usually associated with greed, but again, too much conflicting info for me to really give a good description of it. In-game, however, Asura is the ultimate persona of the Sun Arcana, and it is a very, very strong physical attacker. You get Heat Riser, Strike Amp, God's Hand, so really with just those, you're kind of, that reflects when. Really with just Strike Amp and God's Hand, you're good. You don't really need much else. But you do also get Firm Stance, so that's really nice. It just deals so much damage that you don't really need to put much effort into it, and is really going to be a good choice, especially for strike skills. Next up is Chi-Yu. So Chi-Yu is a half-man, half-bull war deity from Chinese mythology. It was worshipped as a god of war and weapons. It fought against Huangdi and won many, many, many times, but would eventually fall in battle and lost because of the south-facing chariot, apparently. It's essentially a compass, and this allowed Huangdi's forces to navigate a thick fog, and he was eventually beheaded by one of Huangdi's generals. In-game, this is the ultimate persona of the Tower Arcana. You get Arms Master, which I have sung high praises of. You get Charge, you get Drain Strike, surprisingly. You get Akasha Arts, which is always going to be a great skill. Vorpal Blade, Primal Force. Another great physical choice, in all honesty, especially because you get one skill in each of the 3 different physical types. So you get a good Strike, you get a good Slash, you get a good Pierce skill. So you got a lot of options there. Obviously, it's not going to be the best in each aspect because you don't get an amp skill, but it's very versatile, and if you need one that you can just fuse and use, Chi-Yu is a great example. Up next is Metatron. So, Metatron is the voice of God. Basically, if someone thinks that God spoke to them, it was in reality Metatron. He is closer to God than any others outside of the Holy Trinity, and he looks like, obviously not in this game, but is his actual description, he looks like one of the biblically accurate angels. He apparently has 1,000,000 eyes and mouths and 36 wings, and has the largest body of any of the angels. In-game, Metatron is the ultimate persona of the Aeon Arcana. You get Light Amp, which is one of the few, I don't know if it's the only one, but one of the few personas to actually get Light Amp. Again, that's a new skill in Reload because Light was given damaging skills, not just insta-kill skills. As well as Makogaon, you get Repel Electric, God's Hand, Megidoleon, Salvation. You've got good affinities, stats are very, very, very balanced. So this is a great all-rounder and can really be good and probably one of the best light attackers because you do get Light Amp. If you want to fuse that into something else with some more skills, you're more than welcome to. But yes, Metatron is very good. Basically everything that we have left is going to be extremely strong because they're some of the last personas that you're able to fuse, and some of these I can't even fuse yet because either I'm not high enough level or I haven't satisfied the social link requirements. But next persona is Lucifer. So this is the angel who rebelled against God. He's sometimes referred to as the Morning Star, and his Hebrew name is actually Hallel. So Satan, Lucifer, and the devil are kind of all used interchangeably, but they are considered different entities. I don't want to say people necessarily because they're not man, but yeah, Lucifer is the angel who rebelled against God. In-game, Lucifer is, stat-wise, you've got 70 in both magic and strength, so you're gonna be good on offensively on both fronts. You get Brave Blade, and so you get five different what is it called? Severe damage skills. So you get Brave Blade, which is slash, you get Inferno, which is fire, Panta Ray, which is wind, Diamond Dust, which is ice, and Megadoleon, which is almighty. So 5 different severe damaging skills. So take your pick. If you want to use them as an all-rounder, you can. If you want to spec closer into one of those, you're more than welcome to. It just kind of depends on what you're looking for out of your build with Lucifer. You also get Resist Physical at level 96, so obviously that's a little ways away, but if you want to resist all physical skills, that's a great option. You also get Debilitate, so really you can do whatever you want with Lucifer. He's going to be fantastic no matter what you do, but would definitely recommend picking up Lucifer for obvious reasons. Next persona is actually the same person. This is Hellel. So Hellel is the Hebrew name of Lucifer, and this form in Persona is supposed to represent him before his fall from heaven. So Lucifer is him, like, after being cast down, and Hellel is prior to being cast down. In-game, Hellel is the ultimate persona of the Star Arcana. He gets an exclusive skill called Morning Star. This is massive almighty damage to all foes. You get Almighty Boost, which is not the only persona to get Almighty Boost, but it is incredibly rare and is incredibly strong when paired with Morning Star. You get Life Aid, which is nice, but not super helpful now. Spellmaster is great to help reduce the cost of Morning Star. Salvation, it gets Heat Riser, so basically if you're looking for an almighty attacker, Hellel is probably going to be your best bet because you do get Almighty Boost and Morning Star. Those two things together are just fantastic. The stats are a little low offensively for this point in the endgame, but Almighty Boost kind of makes up for it. Next up is a DLC persona. This is Sataniel. So I've talked about the Christian version of Satan and Lucifer and all those different things. So Sataniel is typically, this is more of the Gnostic version of the same person, I guess. So in Gnosticism, Sataniel is the angel who rebelled against the Demiurge, or Yaldabaoth, which is essentially this fake god. So the idea in Gnosticism is that the god who created our physical world was inherently imperfect. The Demiurge, or Yaldabaoth, was imperfect, which is why our world is imperfect, and that's why Sataniel fought against him. He realized that he was not the true god, and decided to take the fight to him, and actually gave humanity free will. Obviously, that didn't work out so well for him because he was cast out of heaven, but the fact remains. In-game, just utterly fantastic affinities, as you can tell. You also get an exclusive skill. You get Sinful Shell. This is massive almighty damage to all foes with a medium chance to just dark insta-kill. You also get Almighty Boost, so if you have the DLC, this is absolutely basically a replacement for Hellel. I mean, that's kind of all you really need to know. Just massive almighty damage plus almighty boost with a chance to just, you know, kill them outright. That's fantastic. You also get Heat Riser, you get Primal Force, you get Maegeon. Stats are a little lower, like Hellel, but I mean, you get Almighty Boost, it just does so much damage. You're probably not gonna die very often because you've got just obscene affinities. Sataniel's a great pick. I mean, all the DLC personas are very good, and I think at this point in the game, everything is kind of busted, so it doesn't, like, scream, oh my god, this thing breaks the game. But yes, Sataniel is extremely, extremely strong. Next persona, and this is a reward that you only get if you max out every single social link in this game. So this is a persona that's actually very, very easy to miss if you don't know what you're doing. This is Orpheus Telos. So Orpheus Telos is, it's Orpheus, but it's special. Telos means end in Greek. It can also mean like ultimate purpose or intention, but you kind of get the idea with that. In-game, you get an exclusive skill, and if you've played Royal, you know the absolute brokenness of this skill. This is Victory Cry. Victory Cry fully restores HP and SP after battle. So, I mean, obviously if it's endgame and you've maxed everything out, it's kind of your 100% reward for doing that. You've basically fully healed. That's also the only skill that it learns. It doesn't learn anything else, which is kind of surprising, but it's a group fusion with 6 different ultimate personas, so just fucking go crazy with the skills. You can do whatever you want. Victory Cry is kind of the point of it, and that actually stacks really well with one of the Theurgies that I haven't unlocked yet because I don't have Hellel or Lucifer. I think Lucifer is the other one that you need for it. If you know what it is, it's Armageddon. So once I get to Armageddon, I will explain it a little bit more and show it off, but it has some cheesy applications, especially for what I'm gonna try to do tonight. And, yeah. It resists everything but Almighty, so you're probably never gonna die with this thing in your party. Yeah, Orpheus Telos is your 100% reward for this game. But the very final persona that I'm going to talk about for Reload is Messiah. Messiah is the savior of humanity, usually in regards to Jesus. There are a lot of different messiahs across various different religions, but whenever you, and this could be because I'm a Westerner and Christianity is very big in the US, but whenever I hear the word Messiah, my mind immediately goes to Jesus. It's the person who sacrifices themselves to save humanity. In-game, Messiah is the ultimate persona of the Judgment Arcana, and you get an exclusive skill. You get something called Magic Ability, which gives you a 25% bonus to all non-almighty magic attacks. And this can stack. So any ice, like if you have Ice Amp and Ice Boost, you can also stack that with Magic Ability, which means that this can have some of the highest damage in the game. It's kind of like a diet version of the driver skills that the DLC personas get. You also get Null Physical at level 96, which gives it just obscene defensive capabilities. So what I would recommend is picking 1 or 2 normal magic affinities to focus on, and then just going crazy from there. I mean, it's just kind of crazy what this thing is able to do. I don't think it's the strongest persona in the game because it doesn't get a driver skill, but what it's able to do with just with that magic ability and its affinities, it's so strong. It's one of the best personas in the game. I don't think it's the best one, but this thing will basically eviscerate everything in your way. It is not the highest level persona that you can get. I believe that's Orpheus Telos, but for reasons that you will see soon enough, I wanted to end with Messiah. Also, it just kind of feels natural to end with the savior of humanity, right? It feels poetic in a way. So, with that, those are all of the persona bios for Reload. I am all done with these. Hopefully I didn't forget one. That would be awkward. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to grind a little bit more, and I will meet you back whenever I feel like I am prepared to take on the Reaper. Okay, so if you sit around for 5 minutes on a Tartarus floor, Fuka will scream at you that something is coming your way, and I am just sitting here waiting for it now. I don't really want to go run out there. I'm gonna wait for it to come challenge me. Just kidding, I'm gonna be stupid. These things aren't attacking me because I'm so high level. I have no idea if I'm prepared enough to do this, but there's really only one way to find out. The Reaper's here. Yeah, there it is. You can see it on the map. I'm gonna try something. I have no idea if this works. Shock noise? Is that what it is? Hold on. Let me just double check this. I have no idea if this works. And I believe this is the skill that gives everything distress. Yes. So we're gonna find out. I have actually not fought the Reaper how you're supposed to. I have cheesed it in all of my previous playthroughs with Armageddon. So I have all of my Theurgies on deck. I'm just gonna try to nuke this turn 1. The Reaper is, with the exception of the Super Boss, arguably the strongest enemy in the game. I'm charged up in focus. I don't think there's anything else I can... Oh wait, no. I have a better idea. I can Blade of Execution, and this will lower all of its stats. So like I said, I'm just gonna like orbital nuke this thing. I have no idea how this is gonna go, and to be honest, I'm scared. That did not do nearly as much as I thought it would. Oh no. Well, here goes nothing. I'm focused too. I think I'm a little under-leveled for this, especially like my other party members. Makoto's probably fine. I think he's level 82 and has... Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. I feel like I have to Scarlet Havoc here. Please kill. Crit, maybe? Can I get a crit here? Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. This is not gonna go well at all. Oh shit, I'm so dead. Well, at least you can see me die in, it's dying, Persona in real time and dying in real time. I may just wait to do this until I'm able to cheese it with Armageddon, which is what I was talking about. Yes, so, okay, I brought it up, I might as well discuss it. Armageddon deals 9,999 damage. But in return, it... Okay. In return, it reduces your HP and SP down to 1. So there is a trade-off. However, you can still use physical skills, so you can just... Oh, God. Oh, that does a lot of damage. I'm scared. Mom, come pick me up. I can't debuff it. I don't have enough turns. I just have to hope and pray I can get through this. It's at half health, so I guess there's that. I guess I am charged with Mitsuru. So yeah, Armageddon is the cheese that most people do, and since this thing has... It gives just an obscene amount of... It gives an obscene amount of XP. You can basically power level using it. Well, there may be a chance here. Do I have attack up? I can't tell. You do. And you do. Right? You're... Yes, I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on. I guess I can analyze it. Yep, Reaper. It's the Reaper. I'm scared. I'm so fucking scared, guys. I don't know what to do. I guess I just keep attacking and pray. God, that does no damage. No, all my buffs. Maziodyne, that's targeting, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, it was fun while it lasted. Okay, well, that wasn't fun. That didn't go to plan. Oh, okay. I guess I don't have salvation yet. Shit. You know, I probably should have prepared more for this, which I feel like I say every time I play this godforsaken game, but it's the truth. And now I need to spend this turn healing Makoto. He's shocked. Just kidding. I had to spend the whole turn healing. That's not a good sign. Well, I mean, Yukari's getting closer to having her Theurgy. Brave Blade, have mercy. Have mercy! That's, yeah. Okay, well. What do I even do? I guess I can just pray. Yeah, well. It's been fun, guys. Okay, so I actually looked up the conditions for unlocking Armageddon. I can't even get Hallel, because Hallel is the ultimate persona of the Star Arcana, and I can't even fuse it yet. So, good thing is, tonight's one of many free nights where you can do whatever you want. So I'm just gonna call it quits for tonight, and you guys can just... It was just an episode of me suffering, so... I guess there's nothing left to say, but I'll see you tomorrow.